In the ancient village of Valoria, hidden deep in the snowy mountains of Eastern Europe, people whispered about a girl who walked under the moonlight but never cast a shadow. Her name was Elena. She was breathtaking, quiet, and strangely lonely. Everyone admired her beauty, but no one truly knew her. Not even Elena knew herself completely. She only remembered one thing. She felt painfully alive during full moons, as if the sky itself were calling her home. Hundreds of miles away in Vienna lived Adrian Voss, a young astronomer known for his obsession with lunar anomalies. While other scientists studied stars and planets, Adrian spent sleepless nights tracking the moon's smallest movements. People called him eccentric, but he didn't care. Because on one strange night, something happened he could never forget. He saw a flicker on the moon's surface that looked exactly like the silhouette of a woman. Her hair, her shape, her posture, clear as day. He thought he was losing his mind. But weeks later, the same silhouette appeared again. This time, it whispered a name, Elena. Adrian didn't know any Elena, yet the voice kept returning, soft and desperate. Eventually, he could no longer ignore it, so he packed his bags, abandoned his Vienna observatory, and followed coordinates that appeared mysteriously on his telescope screen. The coordinates pointed to Valoria, a village he had never heard of, a village not on any modern map. When Adrian arrived, the villagers stared at him like he was a ghost. Foreigners rarely came there. The snowstorm was brutal, the air sharp enough to burn. But when he saw Elena for the first time, everything froze. She looked exactly like the silhouette on the moon, exactly like the figure that haunted his dreams. Elena felt it to a pull, an ache, a recognition she couldn't explain. When she touched Adrian's hand, the moon above them flickered like a dying lantern. That night, she confessed something. She told Adrian she had memory gaps, days where she felt missing, nights where she woke up outside without knowing how she got there, and on nights of the full moon, she always felt a strange mixture of hunger, grief, and longing. Adrian, trembling but determined, told her the truth. "I've seen you, not here, up there." Elena laughed at first, but the look in Adrian's eyes told her he wasn't joking. And something inside her, something buried, believed him. They grew close fast. Too fast. Adrian wasn't like the men in Valoria. He listened. He understood her strange connection to the moon. And Elena wasn't like the women Adrian knew. She felt like destiny carved into human form. But just as their bond deepened, the village priest warned Adrian to leave. "She is not one of us," he whispered. "She is borrowed." Borrowed by the moon. Adrian ignored him. But then came the scandal. During a bright full moon, Elena disappeared from her room. Adrian followed glowing footprints in the snow and found her standing on a cliff edge, completely transformed. Her hair white as moonlight, her skin glowing silver, her eyes reflecting stars. She was floating, and beside her stood another figure, a tall man with the same silver glow. Handsome, regal, celestial. Elena looked terrified. The glowing man spoke with a voice like thunder. "She is mine." Adrian's heart shattered. The man was Lorien, the guardian of the moon. And Elena, she wasn't just any girl. She was a moon spirit who fell to Earth centuries ago during a celestial war. Lorien found her first, claimed her as his bride, and tied her essence to the moon. But during a lunar storm, Elena's memory was erased. She fled to Earth and lived as a human, unaware of the bond she shared with Lorien. But the worst twist was yet to come. Lorien wasn't trying to take Elena home. He wanted to drain her remaining moonlight and regain his full power. She wasn't his bride, she was his prisoner, and he needed her essence to stop a coming celestial collapse. Adrian, fueled by love and heartbreak, fought Lorien physically at first, but then emotionally. He reminded Elena who she truly was, who she had become, and what she deserved. Human or celestial, she had the right to choose her own destiny. And Elena chose. She unleashed her true power, breaking the bond that held her captive. The moon cracked with light. Lorien was consumed by falling stardust, and Elena collapsed into Adrian's arms. Her glow faded. Her skin dimmed. She looked human again. But there was one last heartbreak. Without the moon's energy, she couldn't remain on Earth for long. Her essence was unstable. She whispered to Adrian, "If I stay, I will disappear." Adrian held her tightly. "Then I'll go with you," she cried. "You can't. Humans cannot survive in the celestial realm." The moon above them shuddered, pulling her upward like a magnet. Adrian refused to let go, his hands gripping hers until the very last moment. But the light became too strong, and she slipped away, rising into the sky in a whirlwind of silver dust. For months, Adrian couldn't sleep. The moon felt colder, the world felt smaller. But then, one night, during a rare lunar eclipse, a soft figure descended from the sky, glowing faintly, standing on the balcony of Adrian's Vienna observatory. It was Elena, no longer celestial, no longer borrowed. She had sacrificed her immortality and broken the moon's claim over her. She returned as a human, fragile, warm, mortal, but free. "Elena," Adrian whispered. She smiled, placing his hand on her now human heartbeat. "The moon borrowed my name," she said, "but I choose who I give my life to." And under the crimson eclipse, they kissed at last, as equals. No magic, no chains, no celestial guardians, just two souls who broke the heavens to love each other.